So here we are on Earth Day with the most wonderful guest. You will be seeing her again at 9 o'clock on Sky Arts in Song for Nature, in which she sings the Resolution song. We were talking to John Farndon earlier about his experience with that and how amazing it was to record that song all over the world. And Beth Porch, who is with me now, releases her version tonight on Sky Arts at 9 o'clock. Beth, you're a nurse with the Great Ormond Street Hospital. You're working with children, and you shot to fame at the moment when you went on Britain's Got Talent during the pandemic. So, of course, you are our star. In many ways, you are our natural star, because in this time you've been one of the most important people for all of us, and it's been wonderful actually for the NHS, hasn't it, to put the spotlight back on the NHS.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that NHS has been, very valued, is very valued by the country, but not necessarily valued by the powers that be and the people who control the NHS. And so I think when the pandemic hit, it really hit home how important the NHS workers are and key workers are. And so those, Thursday nights of clapping, personally, would make me tear up every week, because I just thought, oh my goodness, they see the work that we put in and the sacrifices that we make. A lot of my colleagues have children and would come and stay in hotels for long stretches of time and not see their children, just so that they could be at work. And the dedication to our patients, to the country, I think hasn't gone unnoticed, and that's amazing.
Absolutely. And it's one of the reasons we were so honoured that you agreed to do Song for Nature. And with Chris Newman and the doctors that he brought with him. It's been a real excitement for all of us, and as I say, an honour. The plus, on top of all that, the icing on the cake, is that you sing like a star as well. You have the most gorgeous voice, and your own particular rendition of the Resolution song, which will be heard later, is just gorgeous and very moving and profound. How was it for you being part of Song for Nature?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, thank you. It has been. It felt like such an honour to me, because I say I'm just a nurse. There's so much more to that title of being a nurse, but that is my normal everyday life, and it's been a bit of a whirlwind year for me. Kind of, finding a little bit of fame and being known as this musician as well, and kind of taking on the role of, actually, I am a kind of professional musician now, and so being asked to be involved in this has just been amazing. Today I've literally just come from the ward today, and it's been so much fun having my kind of normal life and the work I love on the ward, but then being able to enjoy my other passion, which is music, and being involved in this, and also for such an incredible cause, fighting for justice for the environment. It's amazing.
That's a very nice way of putting it. I like that. Justice for the environment, for nature, for our earth, is what we're really celebrating today. And Song for Nature, I know all of us wanted that to encompass that very thing, a celebration as much as anything of what we love about our world. Do you want to say anything about it?
I think COVID has been a time for the whole world to stop, to slow down, and to think about what's important in life. And I think with everybody spending so much time inside, or everyone spending so much time in their own gardens, I think they've been able to kind of reconnect with nature in a way. And seeing the whole world stop and slow down, it just makes you reevaluate everything. And so I think, I'm hoping that there is a greater connection with people and nature, and they understand that we need to look after our planet a bit more. We need to stop and take a moment and think, this isn't just a fast-paced world where we just got to do this and this and this. We've got to think about what's actually important in life, and that is our loved ones around us and the environment that gives us life.
Yes, Bella Lack is saying the same thing. She's a young environmentalist, and yes, I look forward to hearing her words again this evening. I think for us, more mature human beings, it's really good to hear young people. It's okay, we can carry on. It's really good to hear that young people are really thinking about that. Obviously, for people like me, it's important that we do as much as we can to prevent you having to inherit huge problems as we move on and pass on, but leave you actually with a planet that's in a much better state than it is right now. That's what we're hoping. You were talking about your life as a musician that had begun a while back. Tell us a bit about the music you love and that you're writing.
Yeah, well, I don't think people realise that being a musician is part of who I am. It's part of my life, and it has been for forever, pretty much. I grew up in a pretty musical household, and for me, growing up, I always wanted to be a nurse. I was inspired by my grandparents, who were a doctor and a nurse, and my dad was a firefighter, my mum's a social worker. So we're very much public workers. We work for people, we care for people, but also my dad is a piano tuner as well, and so grew up in a very musical household, and I've been writing songs since I was a kid, and so there was always kind of this part of me that thought maybe I could be a songwriter, but I don't think I ever believed in myself. I didn't think my voice was good enough. I was never going to be Beyonce or Adele, but obviously recently I've learnt that my voice is my voice, and people like it for what it is. And so yeah, it's been amazing for me. I pursued nursing and it's been amazing, but for me music has kind of come back into my nursing life because I play for the kids on the ward, and then with that you know, I had a viral video of me playing to the children, and people basically just wanted more music, so that turned into me going on Britain's Got Talent, where then last year, about a year ago, my audition aired, and my song was released as a charity single, and it got to number 25 in the chart, and all these crazy things have happened, and I ran away from this music career that I kind of wanted but just didn't think I could ever, you know, grasp, and now music's kind of made its way back into my life. So I love being a nurse, and I will hopefully be a nurse forever, but being a musician is also part of who I am. Yeah.
It's a really, really wonderful evolution in your life. Wonderful that talent will out, even if you don't think yourself that it will. It has, and your voice is just gorgeous. I could listen to it all day, every day, and hope to. And I hope you record an album. We must talk about that. Yes, so that is exactly how I wanted to ask you. Finally, for your future, both musically and with the planet, do you see a combination of events happening there?
Music and the planet. For me, I hope so. For me in my life, I don't know what my life is going to look like. Already it's proven that life is unpredictable and takes you down so many different paths, and so I'm now kind of open to anything. I'm hoping that the music will take off, but I still love my role as a nurse, and we'll see kind of what happens there.
Thank you so much, Beth. It's a real honour to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to love Beth tonight in Song for Nature. She is just gorgeous, and we were very lucky that she said yes, as we are with all of the incredible artists that are performing tonight at 9 o'clock, Sky Arts. We decided to come back with a little extra. Beth and I realised that this is a perfect evening, and she has been writing songs, and she's going to leave us with this wonderful present of her latest song, Favourite. Thank you.
I've been feeling like a burden for a while. You've already got so many things on your mind. I'm hard to be a friend to, I'm a hard person to love. Don't wanna take up more of your time. And no, I won't forget the next words you said. Don't you speak this over yourself. Don't believe the lies that have seeped into your heart. Don't you know my love's deliberate? Well, here's a secret. You're my used to be pretty self-assured, and I don't know what happened to the girl I was before. I lost all my conviction, I've lost my confidence. This adventurer's afraid to explore, and no, I won't forget the next words you said. Don't you speak this over yourself. Don't believe the lies that have seeped into your heart. Don't you know